I think this is working now, yeah. So thank you to the Echo Quartet for playing our processional and music before. Please round of applause. So good evening and welcome as we try to find our seats. On behalf of the School of Music, it's my pleasure to welcome students and faculty, loved ones, family, everyone here to join us for our gathering in our concert hall for our 2025 School of Music Convocation celebration. I'm Fred Cohen, I'm the director of the School of Music, and I'm very pleased to acknowledge your presence, and as I say again, the presence of the Echo Quartet, who graciously agreed to play for us this evening. We gathered together tonight to celebrate a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates, the completion of their journey at San Jose State University's School of Music. And tonight's celebration is divided into three parts. First, we'll hear two musical performances from a graduating senior and a graduating master's student, as well as two student speeches who are reflecting their ideas and their thoughts about their time as undergraduates here at San Jose State. Next, we'll honor 14 of today's graduates with special awards from the School of Music. And finally, it is our tradition for graduating seniors to walk across the stage in celebration of their accomplishment, and for our master's students to be involved in what's called a hooding ceremony, hooding investiture. So to begin the festivities, I'd like to invite members of the Choralier and Concert Choir on stage to perform our national anthem. So please rise if you are able. Thank you, that was lovely. You can ask Dr. Benson. I'm sure Dr. Benson, you worked on that all semester. It's lovely. We've had the Star Spangled Banner played by a saxophone quartet, by a solo Barry sax, by an individual singer. It's great. Every year, it's a different group. It's lovely to hear the chorus do it. So to parents and families gathered here tonight, I want to share that I am truly inspired by these extraordinary young people who are not just college graduates, they are the vanguard of musical innovation in 2025. These students embody the qualities our rapidly evolving world demands: expressiveness that resonates across digital and physical domains, thoughtfulness in an era of information abundance, and empathy in a time when human connection remains our most valuable currency. Most impressively, they have cultivated and empowered resilience in navigating through a transformative period in higher education. They are relentless, curious, hardworking, focused on their goals, strategic in their pursuits. Music education has occupied a continuously evolving landscape over the past century or so. Our School of Music, which was founded in 1880, has likewise transformed into a dynamic ecosystem of artists, educators, scholars. Together we've witnessed groundbreaking performances, boundary-pushing compositions, and an unwavering dedication to musical mastery that speaks to the enduring power of artistic expression. In this pivotal year of 2025, our faculty have remained steadfast in their commitment to nurturing our students' talents and guiding them toward excellence in an increasingly complex musical and world landscape. These students who appear before you today have demonstrated exceptional resilience, creativity, and dedication. They have flourished in an environment that challenges conventions, celebrates diversity, harnesses music's transformative powers. To our students, you have to listen to me now, I get to lecture. Your undergraduate experience has been bookended by historic changes, from pandemic disruptions to the technological revolution we're witnessing today. Your college journey either began or continued through 2020 during the global pandemic, a year defined by virtual classrooms, rehearsal spaces, with limited campus experiences as the world grappled with unprecedented challenges. In the process, you've learned which fights you'll do anything to win and what you're willing to lose. Through it all, your achievements stand as powerful testament to your perseverance and to the network of peers, mentors, and loved ones who have supported your journey through these transformative years. As you begin your next chapter, I encourage you to embrace multidisciplinary expertise, cultivate meaningful connections, develop and strengthen your financial intelligence, cultivate your personal resilience in an increasingly AI-enhanced world, commit to continued growth, and above all, preserve your passion. Always remember and be ready to hold dear your love for music. Let your passion guide your choices and infuse your work with meaning and with joy. Each year brings new comings and goings to our School of Music. This year we welcome two new tenure-track faculty, Dr. Luis Orozco and Dr. Jose Torres. Dr. Jose Torres is with us here tonight. And tonight, with profound respect and gratitude, we announce the retirement of one of our longest-serving faculty members, Dr. Diana Hollinger. Since joining SJSU in 2003, Dr. Hollinger has transformed the music education program as its coordinator, creating new undergraduate and graduate degrees while mentoring countless students who now enrich music classrooms across California and beyond. Dr. Hollinger's academic journey, from her undergraduate studies at Cal State Fullerton to her doctorate at Arizona State University, prepared her for a career of exceptional impact. Before joining SJSU, she dedicated 13 years to teaching in California public schools, where her ensembles consistently earned highest ratings at festivals throughout North America. Perhaps Dr. Hollinger's most significant scholarly contribution has been her pioneering research on Venezuelan's El Sistema, which she developed in her dissertation, called Instrument of Social Reform. This work exemplifies her commitment to music education as a vehicle for social change, a philosophy that she brought to life through the California Music Project and later through the San Jose String Program, securing over $1.3 million in external funding over a long period of time. Dr. Hollinger's leadership extended beyond campus as she served on the boards of the California Music Educator Association as vice president, secretary, magazine editor, among other posts. Her excellence was recognized with their Outstanding Collegiate Educator Award and the Illuminating Cultural Award, among other awards. Dr. Hollinger's legacy lies not just in her publications or presentations, but in the philosophy she instills in her students, that music education can transform lives and communities. As she begins the next part of her journey, we're grateful for the harmony she brought to our school, so please join me in acknowledging Dr. Diana Hollinger. Dr. Hollinger has when she opens up the package, it's just a word count from a book that she's going to get very soon from a number of people who wrote their reminiscence for her. And there's another gift that goes with that, but not appropriate to give here during this recital. It's now my pleasure to begin the celebratory portion of the program with a performance by soprano graduating senior Rachel Nelson. Rachel will be joined by Simona Sitskovskaya in a performance of Mozart's Come Solio from his opera Così van tutte, and in this aria in the grand opera seria style, vocalist compares her faithfulness to her fiancé to the unshakable stability of a cliff facing the relentless sea.
Nostra cor, nostra orecchio, e nostri affetti.
Now my pleasure to introduce our first of two student speakers to the stage, Zoe Blankenship. Zoe is graduating summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in music education and has been an active member of the vocal area, most recently performing, one of the role of Miles in the April production of The Turn of the Screw.
I want to start by thanking Dr. Cohen for inviting me on the stage to share a few words about my experience here at San Jose State University. Many of us have seen the signs that say San Jose State is the most transformative university in the nation. I can personally affirm that in my case, it's absolutely true. I feel completely and utterly transformed by this university, and more specifically, by this music program. I came into this program straight from North Salinas High School in 2021. And now, 4 years later, I'm graduating with the class of 2025. I arrived with an established love for choir and for theater. However, my understanding of my own instrument, my voice, and for written music was slim to none. My economic background did not allow me to receive private vocal coaching, and my high school choir program was not well funded. I remember feeling far behind when I first arrived here. I started with Music 9, Basic Music Theory, and I knew I had a lot of work ahead of me. But through the support of my applied vocal instructor, Professor Jackie Sharlock, choir directors Dr. Brown and Dr. Benson, and all of the wonderful professors who taught me music theory, music history, music education, I now proudly consider myself a proficient musician and a future music educator. One of the most beautiful things about keeping music in our lives is what it teaches us about ourselves and how to connect with the spaces and communities around us. Being a part of the amazing ensembles on this campus, treble choir, concert choir, choraleers, and opera theater taught me different lessons and skills, but one truth stayed constant. The skills of understanding and compassion are absolutely essential to being a true musician and artist. And I don't just mean compassion for others, although that is so incredibly important, but I also mean compassion for oneself too. The willingness to grow and to make space for learning. The lessons I've learned within myself and from the beautiful people in this building will stay with me and are ones I will carry into every aspect of my life. In my conducting courses with Dr. Benson, we would start each class with something called a transfer. We'd write about anything happening in our lives and somehow connect it to music or conducting. That simple exercise taught me, and I'm sure so many others, that music is truly in every single thing we do. More importantly, it's within us. Whether we're working on repertoire in a practice room, singing happy birthday to a loved one, listening to music during a commute, or just sitting in silence and noticing the sounds of what surrounds us. Music is always there. We are music, and music is us. As a music education major, and as someone who has been privately instructing for a year now, I'm already beginning to experience the incredible joy of passing down the knowledge I've gained through this program to the next generation. It's truly some of the most rewarding work I could ever dream of doing. As I look out into this audience of fellow musicians and future educators, I feel confident that we have the power to make a lasting impact on the lives of young musicians through our passion, our dedication, and our shared love of this art form. I intend to use this degree to educate and to perform, and there are far more possibilities than I ever imagined when I first chose this path. If you're in this concert hall and you're not sure what your next step is, that is okay. Music can take us in so many directions and in so many forms. There are endless ways to keep this art form in our lives. I feel incredibly privileged to have options and to know that no matter what, I will always carry the lessons, the memories, and the music I gained at this institution with me and close to my heart. Thank you, San Jose State, and thank you to the School of Music for making this moment possible for me and for so many others. We did it!
Thank you, Zoe. That was fantastic. Great. It's now my pleasure to continue the celebratory portion with the performance by baritone Andrew Hathaway. Andrew is graduating with a Master of Music with emphasis in choral conducting, and he will sing Richard Strauss's Morgen. The poem opens with, "And tomorrow the sun will shine again," and continues with imagery of two lovers reuniting on a sun-drenched earth, descending quietly to a wide, blue-waved shore, gazing speechlessly into each other's eyes and experiencing the speechless silence of bliss. Thank you, Andrew. We use a lot of words to describe music, but one of the things that we love about music, and I think you get a little sense of it here maybe in the concert hall, is that music is basically beyond words anyway. So we just heard two songs about love. They're rather contrasting. The song Rachel sang was about being faithful, but then you could hear in the music toward the end that her resolve is ironically diminished by Mozart. Right? And then we hear Richard Strauss writing about, again, blissful love in a way that approaches silence with these appoggiatures and things like that. It's much more interesting than talking about it, as far as I'm concerned. So, what we do, this is it. It's now my pleasure to invite to the stage Justin Griffin, our second student speaker. A little bit about Justin before he starts. He's graduating with a bachelor's degree in music education. He's an accomplished percussionist, one of the featured soloists in the 2024 Student Concerto Competition, where he performed the Russian Marimba Concerto. In addition to his accomplishments in the School of Music, he served as percussion manager with California All-State Music Educator Conference, CASMIC, for several years, and this summer will be percussion production assistant at the Cabrillo Music Festival. And starting in the fall, Justin will enter the Master Music program at the University of Kansas, where he will serve as a graduate student in the percussion studio.
So first, I'd like to just thank Dr. Cohen as well. I was not expecting to be invited to speak on the stage tonight, mostly because, while he just listed all of these things about me, I don't really feel like I'm worthy to be up here. I feel like any of my peers could be in my place, and it would be much better. Well, in any case, how's everyone doing tonight? I started my career here in San Jose State in 2019, so quite a while ago. That was 6 years ago, and it's very surreal being up here before you today. And I'm just thankful for everyone, coming out and supporting all of these beautiful people right before me. My time here at San Jose State has not been easy, to say the least. There have been a lot of times where I've just not wanted to come to class. It's just been sometimes it's just one of those days where I just look at my phone, look at the emails, and decide I just want to stay in bed. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to me. So, I came from a very small high school. There were only about 100 or so people in my graduating class. And there wasn't really much of a music program there. So when I came here and I met Galen Lemon for the first time, he was like, You're playing your ensemble music for an audition. So for anyone that doesn't know, you're supposed to play solo repertoire for your audition here at San Jose State, and I came in with ensemble music. And well, I was very embarrassed. And now I can proudly say that I have won 2 concerto competitions, participated in multiple music education events, and that, I've grown so much throughout my time here, and Galen Lemon and all of my music educators are a huge reason as for why that has happened. Bryce Lemon, Devesh Kananachandani, all of my percussion area coordinators, I'm very grateful to them. Even though they are not here tonight, I really extend my thanks to them, because without them, I would not be the person or the musician that I am today. And I can't really thank them enough. Next, I'd really love to thank my friends. They're always there supporting me. They're going through all of the same things as me, and they understand, exactly what it's like to work 2 jobs and take 8 classes and have to, take gigs on the side just to make a little bit of extra money sometimes. And, doing all of this stuff while still trying to keep a personal life is really difficult. And I've had my fair share of difficulties. I lost my father really recently while I was in my undergrad. But, I'm still here. I'm still here. And now I'm here before you as a graduate, and I just can't thank the people in my life enough for, helping me out. My family, my friends, my boss Lucy, my father, my mom, my parents, Abby. My parents have always been very encouraging to me. They've often, I'm very grateful for them, because one of the things that they did was that they gave me the space necessary to grow and kind of find my own path, which I know not every student in here can say the same thing, and I'm very grateful for that, because it allowed me to find my place here at San Jose State without having to have that sort of burden on my shoulders. And I really can't thank them enough for that. And they were always there. They were ready to give me anything I needed, and I don't know what I'd do without them. I love both my mom and my dad. Tracy, I don't know if she's here, but they've always supported me, and yeah, thank you.
I know that every student here has stories to tell, and I wish we could have everyone come up and talk, but I hope that you get a sense of that. At least the people who are not students recognize the degree of resilience that students have to get through this university. With the folks here on stage, we're very accommodating and loving and all those things, but outside of this, of the faculty, sometimes San Jose State can be kind of a rough and tumble place, so for lots of reasons. We now move to the second part of tonight's ceremony, our awards ceremony, and we will honor, as I said, 14 students for their achievements in the school. And the first award tonight is the Presser Undergraduate Scholar Award, which will go, it's actually not for a graduating senior, but for a junior who will become a senior next year. And the recipient this year is Lillian Escobar. I'm going to say a little bit about Lillian. Here you are, beautifully written. Lillian is a first-generation American, as well as a first-generation college student. She's a music education major. They play trombone, work for the music office in finance, and participate in the Spartan Marching Band, Wind Ensemble, Symphonic Band, and Jazz Orchestra. Lillian has gradually progressed from their first trombone studies when they arrived to becoming principal trombone of the Wind Ensemble. And when offered that position, when offered that position, Lillian said, quote, "I have a lot of work to do to live up to that responsibility." So, and that statement speaks to Lillian's devotion to the community and the School of Music and their role in it. Lillian was selected by the music faculty, guided solely by consideration of excellence and merit. The amount of the award from the Presser Foundation is $3,000. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. David Vickerman, Director of Bands, to present the Outstanding Music Major Award.
I didn't memorize it, so thank you all, everyone. It's wonderful to see everyone here. We're excited to celebrate all of our graduates. The Outstanding Music Major Award goes to a major who has been the ultimate student, embracing everyone and everything in their pursuit of knowledge and excellence and achievement. Someone who encapsulates what it takes to be a successful musician in 2025. It is my honor to present this year's Outstanding Music Major Award to someone who exemplifies not only incredible leadership and the spirit of what it means to be a musician here in the School of Music, to Reese Bleakley. You get to be over here. I first met Reese about 6 years ago, not here at San Jose State, but much farther north, in the Alaska All-State Band. Yeah, even then it was clear to me that she was something special. Since arriving at San Jose State in the midst of the pandemic, mind you, she has lived up to that early promise and grown far beyond it. Reese has performed in nearly every instrumental ensemble we offer, wind ensemble, orchestra, and our new music ensemble, Disrupt. Her artistry, versatility, and commitment to each of these groups have made her not just a dependable musician, but a beacon of what our musicians should strive to be. Constantly curious, dedicated, and naturally expressive in everything they do. Her flute teacher, Ray Ferruta, has this to say about Reese. In her time with us, Reese became a quiet force, steadily rising, endlessly generous, and meeting every challenge with courage and grace. Her growth has been nothing short of extraordinary, and she will be profoundly missed. Wherever life takes her, I know music will remain a part of her, and she will greet it, as she always has, with heart, passion, and unwavering spirit. Her dedication to her studies goes well beyond her flute playing. Reese is also graduating summa cum laude with a near-perfect GPA of 3.99. Yeah. Which would be impressive in and of itself, but she's also double majoring in linguistics. She clearly needs more things to do. That is a truly remarkable achievement and a testament to her discipline, her curiosity, and her intellect. Beyond the classroom and rehearsal room, Reese has also made a lasting impact on the future of our school. For the past 2 years, she has been a vital part of our audition and recruitment team, communicating with prospective students and showing them what's possible here at San Jose State University. In every single way, Reese embodies the excellence we strive to cultivate in our students, as musicians, as learners, and as citizens of our community. She leads by example and reminds us all what it looks like to pursue your passion with purpose. Reese, we are incredibly proud of you. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
At yesterday's College of of Humanities and the Arts graduation, Reese was the only double major out of like 600 or 700 graduates. And she threw Steph, the chair of linguistics, was giving the announcements, and announcing people, and sort of threw him for a loop. He didn't quite know what to say, because he came in both doing the degree in linguistics and in music. So he was sort of flustered. The Outstanding Music Performer Award is a distinction granted to an individual musician who demonstrates exceptional skill in musicianship and preparation, achievements that go beyond the standard expectations for superior performance. This year, the award by faculty vote goes to soprano Rachel Nelson. Rachel is emerging as a notable young artist with the San Jose academic and music communities. She was recognized in 2024 by the San Jose Women's Club as the recipient of the SJSU Vocal Scholarship and regularly performs as a soloist with choraleers in the concert choir. Her applied voice teacher, Professor Christopher Bengochea, wrote, and I quote, "Rachel Nelson is a student of utmost integrity, possessing a world-class voice and an exceptional work ethic. She has been an absolute dream to work with, dedicated, talented, and consistently inspiring. With her remarkable abilities and character, Rachel has a very bright future ahead of her." Among her many accomplishments, Rachel sang the lead soprano role in the school's 2024 production of the opera The Anonymous Lover, and performed the role of the governess, the lead soprano in this year's opera production of Benjamin Burton's The Turn of the Screw. Next season, Rachel has been cast as the cover soprano for the role of Santuza in next year's Opera San Jose's production of Cavalleria Rusticana. So on behalf of the music faculty, congratulations, Rachel. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Jeffrey Benson, Director of Choral Activities, to announce the Outstanding Graduate Student Award.
Good evening. While all of our graduate students are indeed outstanding, we can only award one Outstanding Graduate Student Award. This student epitomizes the highest degree of musicianship, teaching ability, learning, and selfless service. This year, it is my honor and privilege to award this to Andrew Hathaway. I first met Andrew over 10 years ago when he was a wee tall young man. And he made the very disappointing choice to not attend San Jose State as an undergraduate because he decided that San Luis Obispo and Cal Poly were calling to major in something other than music. Can one even imagine? However, I got a phone call from his high school choir director, Mr. Phil Robb, saying, "Jeffrey, Andrew needs to transfer immediately to San Jose State." And then not shortly thereafter, he and I spoke, and the rest is history. He started his undergraduate career here at SJSU. And I think back to sort of his last day. It wasn't really probably the last day of the semester, but the last day of the semester in my brain for the teaching sequence. Andrew was a music education undergraduate major. And back in the day, I used to ask them lovingly on the last day after they had finished their final teaching sequence what they thought was their fatal flaw. What was, of all the great things that they were ready to go do, what was the one thing that they needed to continue to work on before they got into the classroom for the first time? And Andrew and I kind of self-assessed together. And then Andrew went off and started teaching. And when he came back last fall, he was changed, he was different. He was always an exceptional student as an undergrad. But that one fatal flaw was gone. He was loving and inspirational in a way that none of us had ever seen as an undergrad. He had grown up, and he had learned to really motivate and inspire the singers in front of him. We've seen that in every ensemble that he's worked with in the last 2 years here as a master's student. He has become the epitome of a servant leader, someone who truly is selfish and gives back to his students as much or more as they give to him. He's going to go out there and light a fire under so many young people in his future, and maybe some old ones too. Whoever's in front of him, he's going to motivate and inspire. It's a true honor. Andrew, congratulations.
Now it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Christopher Lunamega and Dr. Aaron Lincoln to present our Above and Beyond Awards.
Thank you very much. The school's Above and Beyond Awards go to graduating students for contributions that go above and beyond our expectations. These students contribute to the well-being of the school in myriad ways, ways that may not be recognized by performing or curricular honors, but are equally important to the ecosystem of our school. The first of our 6 Above and Beyond Awards goes to Zoe Blankenship. As you heard in her speech earlier this evening, Zoe came to us from Salinas with very little formal music education. She has been a star student in the voice area, graduating summa cum laude. She performed leading and supporting roles in the opera theater program, including an outstanding performance as Miles in The Turn of the Screw this past spring. Zoe has an active teaching studio working with children in piano and voice, and is going to be an amazing music educator. She's a team player in every classroom situation and exemplifies hard work and perseverance. Congratulations, Zoe.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all graduating students. The next award is for Justin Griffin. The Above and Beyond Awards recognize students who represent the School of Music not just in their musical aptitude, but also in leadership. Professor Divesh Karamchandani says of Justin Griffin is beyond deserving of this recognition. His work ethic, positive attitude, and his generosity are always on display. As a percussion studio member, Justin has proven his musical capabilities time and time again, frequently performing challenging repertoire both as a soloist and ensemble member. In addition to his academic commitments, Justin is a freelancer in the South Bay and an educator working with young musicians of all backgrounds and abilities. Justin has worked as a financial student assistant and summer camp coordinator, coordinating 5 different camps for each of the past 2 years, says Lucy Yamakawa Cox. Even when asked to help at the last minute, Justin's efforts go above and beyond expectations. Justin is well loved by his peers and well known by his humorous personality and contagious laugh. Congratulations, Justin.
Our next Above and Beyond award goes to Bernice Kumatse. And this is in the words of Dr. Diana Hollinger. Bernice has been extraordinary since our first meeting. She came to my house not long after she arrived from Ghana so that we could meet in person, as up to this point our meetings had been over Zoom. At this meeting, she pulled out a couple of Ghanaian instruments to play for me, sang me a children's song explaining that it was about the African philosophy of Ubuntu, or I am because you are, or I am because we are. I was so moved by this, I asked her to teach the song to our music education students as we were struggling to rebuild our sense of community since COVID. She said yes, and did this repeatedly over the last 2 years, eventually arranging this song and 2 others into a choral setting as a terrific graduate project. This is the essence of who she is, always willing to say yes, always willing to see things through to completion. She has repeatedly shared her cultural knowledge, teaching songs, dance, drumming, and flute, but also worked in the music ed lab, keeping it open throughout the week and teaching with the string project. She is a terrific student and a thoughtful colleague, always willing to lend a hand or offer help wherever it is needed. And on top of everything else, I should also mention that she completed an online MBA at the same time she has been doing her master's degree with us. Bernice is so very deserving of the Above and Beyond Award. Congratulations, Bernice.
Our next awardee is Laurita Rasmussen. In her 2 short years here, following her transfer from Fresno City College, Laurita has been a bright light in our school. She has been heavily involved in student organizations such as ACDA and is always willing to help. She provides great feedback for her colleagues in the vocal studio class and is going to be an incredible music educator. Congratulations, Laurita.
Our next awardee is Hector Torres. Aside from becoming an experienced composer and excellent trumpet player, Hector has become an essential part of just about every aspect of the School of Music operations. He has been one of the school's theory tutors for the past 2 years, assisting students in the compulsory theory sequence with theory and musicianship skills. He has driven the marching band truck to Los Angeles and Fresno, and is always ready to discuss logistics, help load up instruments or sets, and drive a 21-footer to South Campus, the Hammer Theater, the California Theater, or wherever else a school ensemble is playing off campus. He's been a leader in the Spartan Marching Band for the last 3 years, serving as equipment manager and leading the trumpet section. More recently, Hector assumed the role of lead trumpet with the Golden City Brass Quintet. Hector is graduating with the Bachelor of Music and Composition, but has earned over 24 extra units from his participation during each of the past 8 semesters in the Spartan marching and pep bands, in large and small jazz ensembles, and in other elective courses. His unwavering dedication, versatility, and selfless service exemplify the very best of what it means to be a member of the School of Music community, and his contributions will be deeply missed and fondly remembered. Congratulations, Hector.
And our last awardee is Ivan Vielma. Ivan has been an exemplary student, performer, and all-around phenomenal community member in the School of Music for the past 4 years. In addition to being an outstanding tenor, Ivan has served as one of our School of Music social media organizers and unofficial school cheerleaders. His standout performances as Gomez Adams in last year's Addams Family Music and as Peter Quint in this year's opera theater production of The Turn of the Screw will resonate for years to come. Ivan always does his job with joy and models a hardworking yet warm and welcoming presence in the school. He's a terrific future music educator, a terrific performer, and an overall terrific musician. Congratulations, Ivan. And congratulations to all our awardees.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Catalina Barraza, and I am the professor of string instruments at the School of Music.
And good evening. My name is Dr. Corey Brown, and I am assistant professor of choral activities and music education at the school. We are pleased to present the Janet Gregory Awards, a unique award that honors Janet Gregory, a human rights activist who fought for education and equity for all. Students chosen for this award have overcome substantial challenges in order to major in music at SJSU and have made measurable contributions to support the rich diversity of the school's population. This year, a faculty committee chose 4 recipients of the Janet Gregory Award, and each recipient will receive $600. In alphabetical order, the recipients are
Alisa Daniels. Alisa is a jazz studies major specializing in saxophone performance. She has contributed so much to our community here, as well as beyond the campus walls. Alisa has already begun teaching through coaching at her past high school, San Leandro, and is dedicated to creating an inclusive environment, especially encouraging women-identified players to join jazz studies. Alisa has also taken charge of helping transfer students from Chabot and other community colleges thrive here at SJSU, including those who decide to major in something other than music, but want to keep it a part of their lives. Alisa is a stellar student and role model, and we congratulate you on this honor.
Some of these are not yet graduating, so we'll still honor them today. Tatiana Magdaleno is dedicated, compassionate, and the utmost professional, who embodies the essence of the Janet Gregory Award. A new junior transfer, Tatiana has already established herself as a leader in the choral and music education areas. She not only commits herself to learning every instrument she can, but also volunteers to lead sectionals in treble choir and is taking the lead on the Elmwood Women's Jail Choir pilot project this year. Tatiana freely shares her time with others, assisting peers with score study and teaching elementary choir, ukulele, and piano in Salinas. She recently reflected on the jail choir project, saying, "The atmosphere fostered a powerful sense of humanity and community, bridging the gap between students and incarcerated individuals. We recognize the commitment to community and strong sense of humanity that Tatiana shares with us here at SJSU and applaud her tenacity and fervor for music and education."
The next recipient is Angel Tovar. Angel completed his Bachelor of Music in Music Education degree in December of 2024. As a first-generation Mexican-American college student, Angel completed his associate's degree in music at Los Angeles City College. Angel has actively supported the community within the School of Music through his participation in the STRING project, pursuing his commitment to making string music education accessible to all. Angel has also enjoyed working with students ages 6 through 11. He has been a dedicated member of every ensemble at the school that requires trumpet, consistently ready to support his peers and share his musical knowledge. Angel also teaches mariachi through the Mariachi Academy in Castro Valley Unified School District. We can't wait to see what you will build as you join us as peers in the music education world.
And finally, the last awardee is here this evening. We get to award Shui Xiao Zhang. Shui Xiao is receiving the Bachelor of Music in Piano Performance degree. A student of Namik Sultanov, Shui Xiao is one of the most, if not the most, active student collaborative pianists at the School of Music. Her collaborative piano contributions include working with treble choir and orchestra and many instances of supporting fellow students in rehearsals and performances. She served as a rehearsal pianist for the Addams Family production at the Hammer Theater during its month-long run and participated in various extracurricular performances, including the celebration of Ravel's 150th birthday earlier this semester. Beyond school, Shui Xiao has volunteered at the Second Harvest Food Bank and a senior retirement community, furthering her commitment to service. Balancing the responsibilities of managing a household, supporting a beautiful son, Dylan, who is in high school, working and attending school demonstrates her commitment to education, to the school, and the music community at large. It is our pleasure to honor Shui Xiao with this Janet Gregory Award.
Congratulations to all of our honorees. It's a pleasure. It's a lot of fun and difficult work deciding whom to give these awards to, because everyone here deserves an award, but we only have so many. So please bear with us as we set the stage for the final portion of tonight's celebration. And while we get set up, I'd like to share some more thoughts with our soon-to-be graduates, many of whom plan to pursue teaching as a profession. These are thoughts concerning the future of music education and of education itself. So, the increasing prevalence of AI is moving education from an age of achievement, focusing on grades, to an age of agency, where success is measured by students' ability to set goals, develop strategies, and take ownership of their own learning. Engagement, rather than grades, has become the strongest predictor of both happiness and achievement. Many students whom you will work with may appear to be successful by traditional measures, such as getting good grades, but may in fact be disengaged, unfulfilled, and at risk for emotional challenges. Fortunately for you, the study of music energizes students to engage. We perform, we create, we teach others to perform and create. The quality of our work is measured by the quality of our music making, which we experience in real time. There's no opportunity to ask ChatGPT to write something up or do deep research on how to play a sonata. Students cannot be passengers, who are students who do the bare minimum, who feel disconnected and see little relevance in their studies if they are members of an instrumental chamber group or a vocal ensemble. Students may be achievers, high-performing students whose self-worth is tied to their grade. But when a student's grade is based on their engagement as a musician, then students are unable to hide or to disengage, and therefore at low risk for anxiety and failure. In the ideal student mode, which we might call the explorer, students are driven by curiosity to pursue their own questions, persist in the face of challenges, and ultimately understand themselves as learners, building metacognitive skills, or as our music ed majors would label it, knowing what metacognition is. As luck would have it, metacognitive skills are highly emphasized in our music curriculum. Music majors are taught to break down complex problems, analyze practice strategies, adapt when they encounter obstacles, engage other key components of both persistence and effective problem solving. When faced with a difficult passage to play or to sing, when challenged to perform effectively on a secondary or tertiary instrument, when needing to maintain your own voice with integrity in a complex contrapuntal or harmonic passage, musicians develop the necessary skills to accomplish these tasks and to perform them. In other words, musicians engage. We don't know what the future of education will bring, what jobs we will be preparing our students to inhabit, but we do know that our students will bring the toolbox they need to be successful in a rapidly evolving civilization, to be successful as explorers, aware of themselves as learners, moving with heart and mind toward meaningful fulfillment for themselves and their communities. I think we heard some of these things without all the sort of fancy language from earlier from both Zoe and Justin, and also I would say from Andrew and Rachel, basically exemplifying what music is and how it works. And I think from all of you, when you think about the challenges that you've had and overcome, and as I started out at the beginning of this program talking about resilience and grit that you have developed in order to get to where you are today. It's no small thing, and we are very aware of it. So I want you to know that. And you'll also notice that that took exactly the right amount of time. So, we now begin the third part of our ceremony, the awarding of degrees, and I'm very pleased to invite Dr. Jose Torres to introduce the graduates of the Bachelor of Art degree.
Thank you very much. Good evening, all of you. I'm honored to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Music degree. The Bachelor of Arts in Music is designed for students who seek a liberal arts education with a major in music, and the degree is tailored to each student, and a creative senior project provides a unique capstone experience. And now it's my pleasure to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Music degree. First, Ms. Rebecca Burns. Gordon Chin. Zoe Dukakis. Trinity Fidus. And Tanya Gable.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Pablo Furman, and I'm honored to present the candidate for the Bachelor of Music Concentration in Composition degree. San Jose State University Composition Program provides a thorough and diverse exposure to the art of music composition and includes studies in electroacoustics, recording technology, and scoring for film. Private composition lessons are at the heart of this degree, with many opportunities for students to hear their works performed by students, faculty, and professional musicians. Composition students meet regularly as a group with faculty and guest composers to hear and discuss their work. And students in the program complete both junior and senior projects of original compositions. Here is the candidate for Bachelor of Music Concentration in Composition degree, Hector Torres.
Congratulations, Hector. I am honored to present the candidate for the Bachelor of Music Concentration in Jazz Studies degree. The Bachelor of Music Concentration in Jazz Studies is tailored for students intending to pursue careers as professional jazz performers and composers. Emphasis is placed on jazz improvisation, jazz performance styles, jazz arranging and composition, and jazz pedagogy. Students receive in-depth private instruction, and many ensembles develop students' abilities as improvising musicians. Additionally, the university's location allows a multitude of opportunities to secure performances in the Bay Area's numerous night spots. Students are required to complete a senior recital. Here's the candidate for the Bachelor of Music Concentration in Jazz Studies degree, Donald Baker.
Dr. Brown and I are honored to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Music Concentration in Music Education degree. Students in the music education program complete the subject matter preparation for the California Teaching Credential. Our degree is approved by the California Commission on Teacher Credentialing, and students receive 60-minute weekly lessons every semester in their primary instrument or voice and participate in the major ensemble of their respective applied area as a co-requisite. In the final semester of applied study, a solo recital is required. Here are candidates for the Bachelor of Music Concentration in Music Education degree.
Zoe Blankenship.
Joseph Chang.
Monty Dale Oaf Jr.
Justin Griffin.
Ping Bao Ngok Nguyen.
Colin Pham.
Alyssa Prosciutto.
Grace Purcell.
Larita Rasmussen.
Antonio Cortez Solis.
Ivan Dario Yelma.
Nathan Villanueva.
Austin Zhuang.
Good evening. Congratulations, graduates. We are honored to present the candidates for Bachelor of Music Concentration in Performance degree. This degree is designed for students intending to pursue a career as professional instrumentalist or vocalist.
In addition to the core music courses, students receive 60-minute weekly lessons every semester in their primary instrument or voice, and participate in large ensembles such as choir, band, symphony orchestra, and opera theater. Students perform regularly as soloists and as chamber musicians, both in studio classes and in public recitals. Students are required to present both junior and senior recitals. Here are the candidates for the Bachelor of Music concentration in performance degree.
Yuki Abe.
Reese Bickley.
Joshua Doyon.
Victoria McDowell.
Rachel Nelson.
Víctor Rodrigo Ruiz.
Amy Schaefer.
Michelle Thorne.
Eric Villabote.
Xuexiao Zhang.
This is a special time. The Master of Music degree offers specialized study across 10 distinct areas of musical focus, including performance, music education, choral conducting, and jazz studies. This comprehensive course of study is designed to foster both individual intellectual and musical development with a collaborative cohort environment. Students engage in rigorous graduate seminars covering research methodology, writing, music, history, and theory, while receiving personalized mentorship through one-on-one lessons with distinguished faculty. The curriculum is further enriched by participation in performance ensembles and breadth courses that broaden musical understanding across disciplines. The graduates we celebrate today are individuals whose deep passion for music has driven them to pursue advanced study beyond their undergraduate achievements. Having successfully fulfilled all the requirements of the Master's of Music degree, it is my honor to present these accomplished candidates who have demonstrated exceptional dedication to their craft and scholarly pursuits. One of the most striking elements about university graduation are the colorful regalia that faculty and students wear. Dating back to the Middle Ages, the cap and gown denotes the status of students pursuing a degree at university. The hood, however, this thing back here, is a special marker of those who have continued their studies to pursue and achieve a special mastery of their art. With the placement of the master's hood on their shoulders, those who have been our students are now made into our colleagues. So, suspense. Well, the thing is that they've been calling us Doctor this and Doctor that, usually in good ways. And now, they get to call us by our first name. So what we're going to do now is, you can see that they're holding their hood in their hands. They're not graduated yet. So we're going to have a special ceremony here by which we will place the hood over their shoulders, signifying that now they are a master in music. And I'll be helped by the respective area coordinator of each one of these students. So as you come forward, I'll ask everybody to come and help us with that. Our first candidate is Charlotte Aligado. Excellent. Jennifer Barnett. Christina Calara. Andrew Hathaway. Bernice Kumatsu. Mark Lee. Channing Shows. Derek Silberman. Michael Webster. Ya Yu.
What a sight. This is great. Welcome to this stage. Welcome to this stage of life. It's great. I wish we had like a lift or something like that. So we've reached the end of our program, and I wish to thank parents and partners, significant others who have so generously given of themselves and supported those whose accomplishments we celebrate tonight. To the incredible faculty and staff standing behind me, my words cannot fully express my profound gratitude for your unwavering dedication and tireless efforts in supporting our students throughout their academic journey. Our faculty's passion for music and education shines through in every interaction and creating a school environment that fosters creativity, curiosity, personal growth. Much more than teaching mere technique, our faculty, you guys, help students to attain competence, to manage emotions, sometimes their own emotions, to achieve autonomy, develop mature interpersonal relationships, form a personal identity, develop integrity, and a mature sense of purpose. I am forever thankful for your patience, your approachability, your willingness to go above and beyond in guiding us towards excellence. Thank you, and thank the faculty and the staff for your exceptional work in shaping the next generation of musicians and music educators. To the students in the class of 2025, on behalf of the music faculty, we bear witness to the remarkable empowerment fostered by the creative and intellectual rigor of our classrooms and performance venues, and encourage you to cherish and to treasure the lessons you learned here as a source of strength for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. I charge you with the responsibility of using your abilities, enthusiasm, and creativity, your talents, your intellect, to go into the world and make it better for all of us. Always remember your journey here at San Jose State University, how far you've come since joining the School of Music. We're delighted to welcome you as our newest colleagues in the arts community, and I ask everyone here, loud as you like, to join me in honoring the class of 2025. There is a reception in room 150, which is back here. There's back there. Someone can find it for you. If you're welcome to come to that if you like. And we'll ask the Echo Quartet to play a recession for us, and the faculty will walk out, and then the students will walk out, and then everybody can walk out. So thank you so much for coming tonight.